Officer Wright.
Good evening.
How old are you?
37.
And what is your current occupation?
I'm currently employed as a patrol officer by the Hidden Valley Police Department.
And how long have you been on the force?
I've been on the force for approximately 12 years now.
And what experience have you received in the past 12 years?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance?
Relevance to his experience?
Yes.
Overruled.
Can you please repeat the question?
What experience have you received in the last 12 years?
In the past 12 years, I've become experienced in hit and runs and traffic collisions.
And were you on patrol on the night of April 19th?
Yes, I was.
And did anything significant happen on that night?
There was a hit and run on the intersection of Skyline and Grand.
And did you respond?
Yes, I did.
Your Honor, may the witness please approach Exhibit A?
Yes.
Now, do you recognize this exhibit?
Yes, I do.
And what is it of?
This is an exhibit of the hit and run scene.
And is this a fair and accurate representation?
Yes, it is.
And how do you know this?
Because I surveyed the scene while I was there.
And can you tell us exactly what you saw using the exhibit when you surveyed the scene?
When I surveyed the scene, I was able to see Miss Douglas being loaded into an ambulance, and there were people about.
And may the witness please be seated.
Yes.
Now, Officer Wright, after you surveyed the scene, did you question anyone?
Yes, I did.
And who did you question?
I questioned Miss Dallas DeCamp and Miss Quinn Liu.
Did Miss Liu give you any valuable information?
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor. Calls for hearsay.
Not yet. So overruled.
And what did you do with the information Miss Liu gave you?
I sent the partial license plate to dispatch and was able to find a match in Hidden Valley.
And once you found this match, what did you do?
I proceeded to the Vega household.
And at the Vega household, what did you find?
Objection, Your Honor. Calls for narrative.
Well, overruled at this point, but I'll keep it under submission.
Okay.
There was a black Bueller parked in the driveway which matched Miss DeCamp's description.
And Miss, did you investigate the Bueller?
Yes, I did.
And what did you find?
Once observing the Bueller, there were turquoise paint scratches on the front left bumper, which matched the color of the bike that Miss Douglas was riding.
And were you able to conclude anything else about the car?
Objection, Your Honor. It's vague and ambiguous, and it calls for narrative.
Sustained. Rephrase.
Were you able to indicate that the car had been previously driven?
Yes, the hood was still worn.
And after you searched the car, what did you do?
I knocked on the front door.
Did anyone answer?
No, but Miss DeLuca came from the side of the house.
Do you remember what Miss DeLuca was wearing that night?
Miss DeLuca was wearing a light blue Hidden Valley t-shirt.
And did you question Miss DeLuca?
Yes, I did.
And after questioning her, what did you proceed to do?
Objection, Your Honor. Calls for narrative.
Overruled.
I was then approached by Miss Vega.
Do you know where Miss Vega had previously been?
Objection, Your Honor. Calls for speculation.
How do you know this?
Pardon?
How do you know the answer?
That Miss Vega had approached me?
Yeah.
She had told me after I had asked her who she was.
Okay, overruled.
And where had Miss Vega previously been that night?
According to Miss Vega, she had been on a walk and had lost her keys.
Objection, Your Honor. I move to strike that because it calls for hearsay.
Counselor, is that hearsay?
No, Your Honor, because it's admission against party opponent.
Okay. Do you have a response to that?
Your Honor, I believe it is hearsay because it is an out-of-court statement and it's offered to prove the truth of the matter asserted. And I don't believe it's an admission against a party opponent because it doesn't show any admission against anyone. It shows that Patron Vega was on a walk to receive keys.
Isn't this a statement made by your client, allegedly?
Yes.
And isn't your client a party opponent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, overruled.
And do you know what Miss Vega had done previously that night?
Objection, Your Honor. Calls for speculation.
You'll need to rephrase, counsel.
Okay.
So sustained.
Did Miss Vega tell you what she had previously done that night?
Yes.
And what had she done?
According to Miss Vega, she had attended a championship swim meet and drove home with Miss DeLuca.
And while you were questioning Miss Vega, did anything significant happen?
She complained that she was cold, so I offered for her to sit in the back of my patrol car.
And how did she appear when she was in the back of your patrol car?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
What's the relevance?
It goes to show how the victim's state of mind changed and how her appearance changed.
Whether her appearance changes in the back of the patrol car, how's that relevant to this case?
Because she became nervous because she found out that she could be in trouble.
Okay, how's that relevant?
Because it goes to show that she could have in fact committed the crime.
Because she's nervous?
Yeah.
I'm going to sustain.
Okay. And now, did you ever tell Ms. Vega why you were there that night?
Yes, I did.
And how did she respond?
She said, "Oh, it was a bicyclist? I'm so sorry. I could never forgive myself."
Objection, Your Honor. I would like to have that stricken as a cause for hearsay.
Well, this was an issue that we discussed at pretrial, and it was denied. The pretrial motion by the defense was denied. With regard to the hearsay objection, counselor, for the people with you, what's your response to that?
It's a Michigan party opponent.
Okay. And counsel for the defense, this is a statement made by your client. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Overruled.
And after she told you this, what did you do?
I proceeded to arrest Miss Vega.
And now, Officer Wright, were you able to search the inside of the car?
Yes, I was.
And what did you find?
Under the driver's seat, I located the business card of a swimming scout of the University of Los Angeles, as well as Miss Vega's cell phone.
Were you able to receive anything from the cell phone?
Unfortunately not.
And why not?
Due to a technical glitch, no messages or numbers could be retrieved from the phone.
No further questions, Your Honor.